In the airline industry, one company promised something no one else could. Flights so cheap that crossing the country sometimes cost less than dinner. Millions of passengers loved it. Wall Street believed in it. Competitors feared it. But behind those unbelievably low ticket prices, a financial storm was quietly building. Then, everything came crashing down. This is the story of how Spirit Airlines went from America's fastest-growing budget airline to bankruptcy. Spirit Airlines didn't begin as the famous yellow airline we know today. The company started as a small airline serving vacation destinations before transforming itself into an ultra-low-cost carrier. Instead of offering luxury, Spirit offered one simple promise: the cheapest fares in America. Need a carry-on? Pay extra. Want to choose your seat? Pay extra. Need snacks? Pay extra. Every additional service became another source of revenue. Some passengers hated the fees. Others loved paying only for what they actually used. It was a business model that changed the airline industry forever. Soon, larger airlines were forced to launch their own basic economy fares just to compete. Spirit wasn't just following the market. It was changing it. The strategy worked. Year after year, Spirit expanded. More routes, more aircraft, more passengers. The airline became one of America's fastest-growing carriers. Its bright yellow planes became impossible to miss. Investors were thrilled. The company's stock climbed. Revenue increased. Everything appeared to be going perfectly. But rapid growth comes with hidden risks. The airline industry is one of the most difficult businesses in the world. Profit margins are razor thin. Fuel prices constantly change. Aircraft are incredibly expensive. One unexpected crisis can destroy years of progress. And Spirit was about to face several. Then came a series of devastating challenges. Travel demand changed. Operating costs increased dramatically. Fuel became more expensive. Labor costs rose. Aircraft delivery delays disrupted expansion plans. Competition intensified. Even though planes were still flying, profits became increasingly difficult to generate. Spirit's low-price strategy left little room for error. When costs increased, the business model began to crack. To make matters worse, the company placed enormous hopes on a merger that many believed would save its future. Spirit agreed to merge with another major airline. The deal promised billions in value. Executives believed the combined airline would become a stronger competitor. But regulators had different ideas. Authorities argued that eliminating Spirit would reduce competition and eventually increase ticket prices for consumers. The merger was blocked. It was a devastating blow. Without the merger, Spirit was left facing mounting debt, rising costs, and limited options. Investors quickly lost confidence. The stock price collapsed. The future suddenly looked uncertain. Eventually, Spirit entered bankruptcy protection. For many people, bankruptcy sounds like the end. But in business, Chapter 11 bankruptcy is often an attempt to survive rather than disappear. The company continued operating flights while restructuring its finances. Employees kept working. Passengers continued flying. But the bankruptcy marked one of the biggest turning points in the airline's history. The company that once revolutionized low-cost travel now faced the fight of its life. Spirit Airlines proved that low prices can transform an industry. But it also showed that being the cheapest isn't always enough. Rising costs, intense competition, regulatory decisions, and unexpected economic shocks can overwhelm even the most successful businesses. The future of Spirit remains uncertain. But one thing is clear: its story will be remembered as one of the most dramatic chapters in modern aviation. Because sometimes, the companies that change an industry are also the ones most vulnerable to its challenges. If you enjoyed this business documentary, subscribe for more stories about the rise and fall of the world's biggest companies.